hit record.
Hey Alicia, nice to see you. Hello. Oh.
Where is she playing?
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol. And I want to say a warm welcome to everyone and to evening with an audience with Melika. And I met Melika through BAME, and this is a young lady, a beautiful young lady who's very passionate about her violin, excuse my accent, and skincare makeup. And I'm just looking forward. I don't know much about her, and I'm looking forward to hosting this particular event. So Melika, first, before I talk a little bit more to you about it, I want to say thank you for being a BAME member. And as a BAME member, for those of you who are not part of BAME, BAME is it's a organization. BAME actually stands for Business Action Momentum, and it is a community of BAME individuals who are in business, are like-minded enough to want to do something within the BAME community. I'll tell you a little bit more about membership of the organization toward the end of this, this program. But before we do all of that, I want to talk to Melika about herself, her journey as a musician or an artist, and her involvement in her second business, which is to do with makeup, skincare and makeup. So Melika, can you just give us an insight? When did you start? I'm very intrigued about the violin. And I want to know, when did you start playing? And what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going today in playing the violin?
Okay, fabulous. Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming along this beautiful evening. And yes, I am the beautiful, talented, smart and successful Melika Queely. And you know, I started playing the violin when I was 4, saw someone on TV and said, Mom, I want to do that. And you know, that's how I really got started. I just started pursuing the instrument. It was a hobby for many years. And then I realized it was more than that. It was something that I knew that I was never gonna stop doing. And so I decided to pursue it further and take it even more seriously. Let everybody around
tell me, that's really interesting that you saw someone playing. Why not the piano? Why not all those other musical? What is it about the violin that piqued your interest?
Yes, well, as soon as I saw the instrument, I just knew that was for me. You know, I have tried other instruments. I've played piano. I did have piano lessons. I've had other lessons, other instruments. I've played the harp, guitar, played viola, other string instruments, and you know, good old recorder as well. And I just knew that the violin, I just kept it going. So you know, it's only when I reflected later on and said, you know what, one thing that I've just never stopped or never would imagine stopping in my life was playing the violin. So I said, you know what, keep that going then.
Oh, that's great. You know, I remember trying the violin and I found it hard. Even though I liked the melody, it was hard. And I think one of the things, I think with most of us here, is that you're always conscious of that, of playing a wrong note, because it really does sound wrong when you play a wrong note with the violin. So tell me, with playing the violin and getting that sound, right? Did you do a lot of hours of practice, or for you the violin just came naturally? It was not a natural thing for you to want to play it. Did you do a lot of hours of practice from the age of 4?
I would say I did tons and tons of practice. You know, that was just the word you heard every week. Don't forget to practice, practice, practice. That was just the word. You know, if you weren't playing your violin right now, then it was like practice. So I was just always thinking, I've got to practice, and when I'm going to practice next. And, you know, I just kept practicing until one day I did a vibrato on a note, which is where you kind of wiggle your finger on the string. And I just looked at my teacher and I was like, was that me that made that note? I was like, I can actually say that was a good note, you know, and then I was like, I can do this. So, and I was about 11 then.
Okay, wonderful. And you know what's interesting about that? Because I know lots of little girls who start, I mean, including my daughter, but they get to 11, 12, 13, and they pick up other interests. But you've kept motivated and kept with it, you know, and I think that's really wonderful. So it must be music to your ear. Something kept you with it, the joy of it. I don't know what else. What else can you tell us?
I did get the opportunity to travel with my music from an early age. When I was about 11, I went on tour with my school orchestra to Holland, and then on to Switzerland. And I've started, you know, I think the idea when I realised that those kind of opportunities were available to me. I love travelling, so you know, that connection of travelling and playing my instrument wherever. I did concerts all over the UK, and you know, I just said, yeah, this is what I like to do. I like to travel, meet new people, and play music. Yeah.
Was there during that travel and everything, was there like a special memory or a special occasion that you really enjoyed playing at? And what was that like for you? Was it a big stage, big, or was it a small, intimate setting? What settings do you enjoy playing in?
I was actually playing outside in Holland. That was all the way back then, and I was playing with the orchestra. It was an outside location, and we were playing Frank Sinatra, My Way. And, you know, I wasn't really familiar with the song before the teacher introduced it to us, but I was like, I came to know that, you know, it was a great classic, and I was fond of that style. As opposed to, I was always playing classical music. And, you know, I just thought it was amazing because I was outside, in a sense, you know, busking, but we weren't busking for money, but performing outside with the orchestra, and, you know, the people just walking past and stopping to listen to us. I just love that connection there.
Okay. Well, saying that, I know you did a cover of Bob Marley, Jamming, and I want to just play that, you know, because as you write, a lot of people see the violin in terms of classical, and some of the pieces that I've heard you play or listened to you play, you know, is outside of that arena and almost in line with your culture, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think we should just listen to a couple of seconds or a minute of another piece, and Carol is going to play for us there.
Okay.
I wish I could have it on my computer, but everything is a bit unstable with the internet these days. So
Enjoy, people.
we're not getting the sound, Carol.
So yes, this video is from, I think, 9 years back. You can find that on my YouTube channel. You just type me into YouTube, come up with a little selection of what I've done there.
Yeah, are you? Guys, ladies, you could unmute yourself and just enjoy the sound. You know, as being part of the band community, we like this sort of stuff, you know, so just enjoy it. And it being played on the violin, it's wonderful. Okay, thank you, Carol. Thank you. So let's give Melika.
Woo!
Thank you.
You know, so Melika, you've done quite a range, and you're playing music, you know, reggae kind of music. You're playing, you know, we've listened to a little bit of Jill Scott at the beginning. So what type of music is your favorite to play on your violin?
You know, I love any music that, you know, I feel a connection with. And I love playing gospel. I grew up listening to gospel music, and I love the passion that I can express myself through that music. I love jazz because you can't ever play a wrong note, I've been told. So, you know, anything goes. I can just have fun and, you know, just let go with that music. I love reggae. Again, I grew up listening to reggae, hip hop, R&B. You know, I like some of the popular music, but I also like classical music. You know, I spent a lot of time listening and studying that. So yeah.
So if you had an ideal booking, right? What is your ideal? You haven't done it yet. What would be that big ideal booking that you would love, that you think about, or you could dream of, or you feel inspired to do? What would that be? What would be the setting? Where would you be playing? Something that you dreamed of. Not you may have done it, you may not. But what today, if somebody come and invite you there, you'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
Where would that be?
I'd love to do an event at like a big arena. So we've got like NIA, NEC and type of things, with a whole big stage show with dancers, with circus acts, you know, and just really put on a show, different costumes. I'd really love to do that, and you know, an orchestra as well. I'd love to travel and do that kind of work.
Okay.
So, with my own compositions, because I do write music as well.
Oh, you do. So you could have a mixture of your own compositions as well as doing a couple of covers. Well, Pippi, you've heard her, so we want to listen out for any such occasions that we could get Melika into. Any big occasions at a big arena, probably O2, we don't know. You know, anywhere she sort of mentioned a couple of local places. The N, what is it again? The
NIA.
The NIS, that's in Birmingham. You know, so
also theatre, you know, I love theatre as well. So
TATS, she's looking for anything in the theatre. So people, listen out. I know you've been playing around Birmingham because you played the other day during all the Black Lives Matter events, isn't that? Or during COVID to help lift people up.
yes.
You know? But we would love to get our Melika into even bigger arenas because her sound is just so beautiful. So people do listen out and do remember Melika for any party events. So on that note, I'm gonna switch a little bit and then we're gonna come back to the music. We're gonna come back to her sound. And I wanna talk a little bit, how are you combining this beautiful sound with skincare, and how did you venture into skincare?
Well, this was good 17 years ago, actually.
Wow.
Yes, when I was on my way to a modeling competition, which was like a TV show type competition, and I got through to like one of the final rounds. And I was going to get my beauty done at a salon, and the salon owner sold Mary Kay and Mary Kay Beauty and Skincare. And I purchased my first items there, which was a foundation, a skin foundation, and also some body care. Now, moving all the way forward to just 2 years ago, so that's 15 years later, I met a lady, actually, yes, the year before that I met a lady. I was performing at the MAC at a Black History Month event, and a lady in the audience asked me for my business card, and then we were working together. She was booking me for some events, and then she told me that she does Mary Kay, and I said, oh, I need my products because Fast forward a short while, and I've now got a 5-month baby boy, in addition to my, at the time, 3-4-year-old daughter. And so I said yes, and she said yes, no problem, you can get your products from me. And then she said it's something that you can actually do yourself. You could not only save on the products that you're currently using yourself, and that was it then. I was sold on that because I was using a lot of Mary Kay product. But she's also let me know it's a business opportunity that I could, you know, earn an extra income, flexible, work around my children. And she shared with me, you know, a little bit about the ethos behind Mary Kay, which was, you know, faith first, family second, and career third. And, you know, with that kind of formula, I knew I was onto a winner. So here we go. I was in Mary Kay for a good year, and it wasn't until I went to the seminar in September, which is a grand congregation of all of the UK consultants, all of the beauty consultants, that's what we're called in Mary Kay. And we met at the NEC. So we met there for a big event, 2-day event. And I was just wow, you know, every moment of it was quite wow. And I was like, I didn't realize I was sitting on this opportunity, you know, every day I'm learning more and more about, you know, the opportunity and what it means, you know, to be a Mary Kay beauty consultant or Mary Kay beauty expert. And, you know, the training is impeccable. I've learned so many new skills, and I have a team now who I am supporting, and we do so much work for charity as well, and support women and empower them in so many different ways. And me, myself, I've grown so much in confidence that, you know, I just feel privileged, and yeah, combined with my music, it really, really works for me.
Okay, so you talk a lot there about the business opportunity as well, which is great because then that gives you the other income, you know, another income stream, making you quite an entrepreneur. So tell me, Melika, why Mary Kay particularly as a skincare or what you call a skincare and skincare product, right? There's such a range out there. Why Mary Kay? Why should we look at Mary Kay? Besides the business, or what is it in the product that has fascinated you?
Okay, the products are second to none. You know, from I started using my foundation, I mean, when I first started using products, I didn't really know anything about the products. I was just like, they look amazing on my skin, and my skin feels amazing after using them, you know, soft and supple when I use a skincare. And as I've grown and matured, you know, there's so many options and ranges how I've been able to customize the right skincare for my skin, you know, and it was great because obviously I was supporting a small business at the time. And now I've come to see, you know, it's great worldwide. It's in over 55 it's been going for over 55 years. It's in nearly 40 countries. So, you know, winning awards all the time. So, you know, I love the products. They speak for themselves.
Yeah, I know because I must say, I Googled it just before I came on, right? And it said that it was in the top 5 of the global skincare brands. And I thought that was quite something. You know,
Yes.
it's in the top 5 of the, just because I wanted to enter a bit of statistics. I'm a bit statistical.
That's
So I said, oh,
great.
where is this place? And it's in the top 5. And I've used it myself, and I know it's quite a wonderful product. Now, can you tell me, in terms of the product, right? Is it good for anti-aging? I mean, a lot of us ladies are, you know, you're a bit younger than us, right? Um,
No.
Speak for yourself.
men, not to leave Bill out, you know, not to leave Bill out, right? Can you tell us, is it both man and woman?
But really not to
Leaving
leave
Bill out?
Bill out, because we do range for men's skincare as well. And, you know, men do need to look after their skin. We have a facial wash, a moisturizer and under eye cream, so you can just gently tap around your under eye area and above onto the eye bone, just gently, because we have a tendency to get aging here because it's the thinnest area of our skin. So it's the thinnest area, so it's very, very fragile. And it's got the most muscles as well in that area of your eye, around your eye. So,
Okay. No, Bill, do you have a question?
So what's the equivalent? Is it man K? Mary K is male.
Yeah, Mary Kay men. We also do for men who shave. We've got the shaving foam and the after shave foam as well.
I'm quite fascinated by what you've amassed in such a short space of time, because you can't be more than 22. But so I'm just saying that wonderful.
I'm dropping some numbers.
crunch them. So what I was going to ask you about is that the host spoke about where you've actually performed and where you'd like to perform as well. It's just to find out from you, will you be performing at Michelle's Lungs for Life Zoom concert in September?
Yes, I have been invited to perform there, so I will be performing in a style there, yeah.
Now that is because your ethos being faith, what's the other one? Family.
Then career.
So family's absolutely tick the box because you're in the Bain family. So you're going to stand up for the Bain family.
We feel so welcome into the Bain family.
You've done well. You've introduced many people also as well. So yes, you are an all-rounder. And may you long be an all-rounder as well. So yeah.
Thank you for the continued encouragement, Bill.
That's what it's all about, my love. It's all about that. Encouragement sweetens the labor.
So tell us, Melika, and Bill just touched on that. As a member of the family, and I know you, how can we support you in both these ventures, especially like, for example, as you grow your Mary Kay business? I know from Michelle having a test session earlier during COVID, right? So you I must say, I need to arrange mine for my girls, so that will come probably as soon as they settle back down. But you have adapted your business very well during this period, during this lockdown period. And not everybody has been able to adapt, because you took from moving from doing probably parties at home, right? You took that business, you took it online. So tell me what sort of what energy came out, or what is the word I'm looking for? What sort of give you that confidence to move online with your product range?
Since September, since I went to the seminar at Mary Kay seminar, and I said, my eyes were open to the opportunity that I had, and, the development that was available for me. I always put myself forward, and I was recognised for that in the Mary Kay business by our national, senior national, Yvonne Williams, and by the Mary Kay head office. And, I will say that the training that I've had there has been excellent. Straight away, I've been on Zoom events. We've got a Link and Learn program where we can continuously tap in and learn. And I've been able to showcase my expertise on social media with promoting myself on different platforms that I am on: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, and YouTube, and so much more. It's about really connecting and supporting others at the same time, and learning from others. We've got a wonderful WhatsApp group with Bain, which really was, a breath of fresh air during the COVID. We have such a lovely community who've supported each other, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. be honest. So I do recommend people to, you know, step up and, you know, get the full membership and the benefits that come along with that in vain.
Okay, yes. Now I'm gonna open the floor for a few questions in a minute. But before we do that, one of the videos I saw with you were playing in a lovely African dress with an African band. And I'm so inspired what you can do with your violin, from moving from classical to playing sort of the nice soothing R&B kind of music like Jill Scott, to playing, jamming it with Bob Marley, which is like, you know, international songs. So, you know, a group that I've never heard of, African. So I'm gonna just ask Carol to play just a few seconds of that so that the audience here could hear that. And before we move on to a few other questions. Thank you, Carol. Thank you.
Bringing back memories.
Yeah, and you know, we gotta give that.
Thank you. I want to big up Silverfish Jewelry on that one as well. Thank you.
So now what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna open up the floor. Sorry, Norma, I think you were saying something, but you're a bit muted. Let me just unmute you. Norma, you're moving your lips, but I can't hear you because.
Unmute yourself, man.
I'm trying to mute her.
I can't.
Yeah, that's it.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm driving, so I might have to put the phone down, but I can still hear you even if you can't see me.
Do you have a question or something to say about Melika? I'm opening up the floor now for any questions.
To be able to say that Melika is my beloved niece.
Oh, wonderful. Good stock.
The artistic talent obviously runs in the family, so we give God thanks and praise.
I love that.
Yeah, she is, she's a formidable entrepreneur, mega talented, and, you know, she'll go a very long way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Norma.
Thank you, Norma. Anyone else? Michelle?
Come back to me.
Come back to you. Okay. Okay, Carol can.
Yeah, how, Melika, do you fit it in with your two lovely little ones, especially when you're touring?
You know, from our children were born, actually, all throughout their pregnancies, I played my violin, and from they were born, they just like wanted to play my violin. So I knew, you know, to get them straight onto their own, just to get them away from mine, especially my daughter, who was first. By the time my son came, I already knew, you know, there's yours, from he was like 6 months. So yeah, they've been playing, they enjoy music, they love dancing as well, they're very creative, and yeah, they enjoy coming out to listen to mommy play and to partake in the activities themselves. So yeah.
Excellent.
No worries.
It'll be great one day to see the trio of you playing together. That would be so special.
Thank you. Watch this space, yes. You know. I've got so much in the pipelines, you know, and I'm not going to let anything going on in the world, such as this COVID. I'm not going to let anything stop the creativity and stop the movement, because music is such a healer and so inspirational and motivational to the world, and it's got to get out. So, you know,
Yes. Yes.
I'm grateful to keep pushing it out, and that's my mission.
Okay, that's brilliant. So you've got a big mission, and we hope that Beam will continue to support you in that mission. I've got a question as well. How can you tell in terms of skincare? This is, I've heard the words play around like dry skin, oily skin, and all that stuff. How do you recommend your products with people of different skin types?
Okay, so when I speak to an individual about their skin, I follow like a profile form, which is ask you a series of questions about your skin, you know, how you find your skin in different situations, if it's dry at certain times, if it's more moist at certain times, if you have an oily T-zone, for example, or if you have dry patches. And as a beauty consultant, it's then my task then to find the solutions for your skin, and it might not be one solution. I recently did an Instagram live with Mary Kay UK, and I was doing multi-masking where I was using different face masks and showing how they can be used to combat different issues that I might have on my skin. And so, for example, an oily T-zone, we have a lovely charcoal mask, which draws out any impurities out of the skin. It's got activated charcoal. And we've got a moisture renewal mask, which I used around my cheek area, which was more dry at the time. So it's just to show that we have such a range of products for all skin needs, very diverse range of products. Obviously, you've mentioned the anti-aging products. We have an amazing formula, which also has SPF 30 in it, and to give you great protection. But we also have it without SPF for those who have got any irritation to SPF. We've got a botanicals range, which is for a younger skin, quite sensitive skin, which has got aloe vera in it. And we have a Voluform range, which is for when you're getting to a more interesting age, as we say, and you know, to really meet the needs that your skin will have as you age gracefully. So, you know, just looking after your skin, we have a lovely product that I love, which is a serum. And, you know, it really acts to uplift your skin, which is great. And in October, this is an exclusive, by the way, we are launching a naturally Mary Kay range, which is a all natural skincare range, you know, so for those people who just want to use natural products, we've got you covered all around. We also do a lot of fragrance. And my favorite fragrance at the moment is called Dream Fearlessly. Okay, I'm wearing it this evening. But it's actually a part of a trio, which is Love Fearlessly, Live Fearlessly, and Dream Fearlessly. And I love the fact that they're in the red, gold, and green shades there. Okay, so we just have so many products for gift giving as well. And, you know, not just for your face, we've got the body care products, we've got your feet looked after as well. And, you know, just anything, any issue that you feel that you have or any question you have about your skin, just come to me. You know, I'll help you to find the solution and support you through your journey of having amazing skin, which is what we all want.
Yeah, yeah.
Come with our skin.
Okay, so you've got the skin covered and you also got the beauty covered in terms of, because I noticed the other day you had a range of lipsticks. So it's not necessary. So do you have some of that there to show us?
Yes, I do actually. Today I've created what we call an ombre lip look, where I've used one lipstick first and then I've gone in the center with another lipstick, and the two I'm using is what we call rosewood here. So I've used that first and then I've gone in with stiletto red to just give a unique look. I've never used this colour combination before, but you know, it kind of matches my outfit, and I wanted to do something creative and show you that, you know, you can have fun with your makeup and mix and match and have something unique to you. So tailor make your own shade that you feel confident with.
Okay, well, besides Bill, most of us, yeah, go on, Carol. Go on, Carol, the second Carol.
Yes, hi, Melika.
Hello, people.
Hi, likewise. Are we going to see your own product instead of you've been maybe a few years down the line? Do you think you'll do your own brand, particularly where this bit of that lipstick? I'm one that loves lipstick, so.
Yeah.
I know Mary Kay has been going for a long time, but the push is now, isn't it, for that ownership of our own? And I think I use one, my goodness, I'm wearing it, I can't remember the name. I think they're from Mexico or somewhere like that. You know which brand I'm talking about. But could you, with all the expertise that you're developed, you think we would see your own brand?
You know, I'm definitely open to developing my own branding of products, you know, great quality products in line with what I've been used to using, definitely to showcase, you know, the best of what we can have and, you know, and do as well. So thank you, Carol. Yes, I'll definitely be up for that. I've got a bit of background in working in science as well. So it's an interest of mine to develop different products. It might not be makeup, it might be food, it might be other items, but watch this space, you know, it might even be products to do with my music business as well. So you know, there is so much to do.
Yeah.
I'm one woman, but you know, one woman can.
Well, with a team, you know, I love the entrepreneurial spirit that you have. And so with you mentioning quite a range there, that means you're quite multi-skilled. You mentioned food, you know, music. Well, I know music is a passion for you. And you know what? It's just really nice to sort of come across BAME, a BAME individual, taking especially something like the violin to a much higher level, right? And it's really great. So we would love to see even some of your music products. So any other, just let us know. We'll be there to champion.
Yeah, I mean, I have got a CD available that I recorded. It's called Blessed Hands, and you know, I also was doing a bit of drawing as well. I do like to do some art, and I'm into arts and crafts and anything to do with creativity. Expressing myself, and you know, I find it therapeutic as well for myself and others to partake in all of that. You know, I like to bring my work into the community and help where I can with different issues that we have in our community, be it mental health, be it, you know, supporting our elderly, our young people's growth and direction. And yeah, I'm willing to just do more and grow more.
Yeah, can I ask you a question about, because I know one of the things with music, and particularly say the violin, they say that it's really good for that as a helping mental capacity. Have you taught in that area or help young, or particularly I would say teenagers that have been through any trauma or anything with that in line with your music? Is that an interest for you?
Definitely is an interest because I'm aware that there are so many issues regarding mental health, although I've never really had the opportunity to really delve into it as much as I'd like to. I have been to some of, like Mary C. Cole is like an institution in Birmingham. I've been there and I've played my violin for some of the patients in there, and you know, just sat with them and played and just given some time to just share that and try and connect. But I do work with a lot of people who have mental health, and you know, they actually continue to always request me. So I know that I must be doing something there.
Right, yeah. I think that would be great because, you know, you're a beautiful young lady. You've got, I mean, because sometimes I work with teenagers and I like particularly teenage girls as a focus. And they love all the makeup and they love all of that. And with you combining the music with that interest, I think you will capture quite an audience, even if you just home in on that as your first.
Good brand. It's a good brand.
Yeah, I mean, especially a lot of them are suffering from various things, even during lockdown. You know, it's you know, sometimes you have to start in a small area, and I think you would be a really great role model for young girls, young Black girls, not to pigeonhole you or anything like that, because their interest is in beauty. Right, they're interested in understanding how to even wear it nicely. I mean, you look so refreshed. The product goes with your skin. You know, you create your own tones. You know, it would be and then introduce them to that music that is really great for the mind and helps to develop sort of brain power and things like that. You know, so I think you've just got a really great company. And if you like food as well, I mean, what else?
Yes, I love school. I love food from school days and food GCSE. I love that course. In fact, I do remember, I don't want to go too far off my topic, but I do remember I was 11 when, you know, my teacher was saying, you know, you do not wash rice, Melika Queely. And I was like, well, I've been grown up to wash my So I knew, and I come back, I said to my grandma and my family, I was like, you know what the teacher said to me? You wouldn't believe it. And it was like, from then on, they were like, you were right, Melika. And I said, thank you. You know, my family just gave me the heads up there, so I knew what I was doing. But I've also done, you know, a PGC in secondary. So I have taught in secondary ages and also for younger primary and adults, you know, so part of, as I'm aware, you know, of the issues with mental health, you know, I do always make it my business to speak to my pupils and, you know, about what they're going through and things like that. And, you know, I hear it in their music as well. You know, I can tell if they might be having an issue with mathematics, for example. I can tell if chemistry isn't going too well. You know, I do have some gifts that I've picked up, and, you know, I do say to the parents, I can see that they need support in certain areas because it all comes through in the music, which is, you know, a representation of life, as well as, you know, expertise in many areas. You know, people say maths is life, you know, mathematicians will say maths is life, and I do think music is life, and I do connect with that. So, yes, I mean, I went through a lot in my growing up years. My mum was diagnosed with an illness called sarcoidosis when I was 6. And when I was 12, she had a stroke after contracting TB meningitis, and she became paralyzed from the chest down. So, and she still is now. So, growing up, I think at those times we didn't have, what do they call it, counselling and things like that. It was just at school they said, for Melika, don't worry her too much about the homework, which I was grateful for, but those are that was what was on offer. I took what was on offer at that time. But, you know, my teachers that took a bit of time to speak to me, you know, and see, you know, how they could support me in their given subject, that really helped. And I found passions all around. And I suppose my music was always a release as well for me from that age, because the cry of the violin is a real thing, you know, and I used to play my violin, and it used to make me cry because the sound I found beautiful, you know, from a young age. So, yeah.
I think, you know what, thank you so much for sharing that, because earlier when I was asking you what kept you going, you know, when a lot of other sometimes leave around that age, and it's definitely got, I mean, I'm just going to make the assumption and say, I think that's definitely it. Because, you know, you could see the passion when you play your music, and it comes from something deep down.
Yes, it definitely does. You know, it comes from a place all the way, you know, it's the core of me. So that's why, you know, a lot of people say, never give up, never give up. And I used to think, why would they say that? And then I realized, you know, I can understand now they were encouraging me, but at first I was thinking, I'm not planning on doing that. Don't put that idea into my head. You know, that
Yeah.
was not here because it's just a part of me now, my music, and yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely where your passion comes through, you know. And you know, as we come up to about 10 minutes to the hour, and I have a bill,
Ready?
and
I'm having
I know we could go on talking about this subject, you know. I'm
Could
just gonna,
I,
yes, go
very
on, Carol.
quickly,
Mm.
can we say hi to Mirabelle? She's joining us from the Cameroon. So
Oh,
while her internet is working,
welcome.
hi. Oh, there you are. Hi, Mirabelle.
hi, Maribel.
Welcome.
Thank you for
Welcome.
coming.
Yeah, thank you for joining us from so far.
Mm.
Thank you
You
for
know,
having me. I'm so happy.
Oh,
that's brilliant. Welcome.
yeah.
You're welcome.
I
But
just saw a comment. Did you see that comment?
oh no, we didn't read the comments. Yes,
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, fabulous.
I wish you were living
Thank
near me because I would have got my daughter into lessons. Well, she was playing the violin and now she's 13. She's kind of, oh, well, she's, you know, swaying away. And a young, pretty girl and everything like that would have keep her going, I'm sure.
you so much,
You know? But I'm
Martin.
all the way in Nottingham. So, but yeah, from these
Can I
comments.
ask if she's left-handed, Eva?
If I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
No, I'm right-handed.
Okay. I just wonder
Why did you want to ask that?
because extremely talented people, I find that mostly are left-handed or they can use both hands.
Listen, I can use both hands if I need to
Yeah,
use
I knew
both
there was
hands.
something. I knew there was something.
But you know,
I've
I've never had to, you know, but if I've had to try and practice using my left hand, I will make that happen. And you will not know that, you know, that's it.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
I'm
can.
determined
Yes, we can.
and I'm focused.
So I'm just gonna quickly ask Bill, since he is the vice of BAME, to just tell us briefly, you've got a minute, Bill, to tell us a little bit about the membership.
Well, BAME is a membership organization. We're dedicated to pull our people together because one of the main reasons for membership is because we need to create sustainability in our community. One of the biggest problems we have is our pound committing economic adultery. And what I mean by that is that the pound, because we are not really providing all the necessitous goods and services for a pound to circulate in our community, things like maybe we need a dentist. Very hardly any dentists are in our community. So our pound has to stray and go elsewhere. So what we pull the membership together to look at people's businesses, to try to encourage them to diversify, to promote, is going to create real wealth in our community. That not just BAME or Black people will patronize, but every kind of people, because that's what gives you real wealth creation. So hence the reason for the membership, because there are many things that we are doing, working in collaboration with Aston University and other institutions that will help to develop our members to become A1 5-star Ivy League entrepreneurs like the young lady you're talking to. So if there's anybody who's interested in becoming a member, and all it costs is £1.4 a week, that's what it costs. They can get in touch with
Copy that.
And get in touch with myself, and I can elaborate more. But it's well worth it, especially in times like now. There is no other time to invest in ourselves because we're all we have got right now. We don't know what is down the road, but coming together, forming a band like this can only be good for us. I'm sure the host will give you my information. That anybody wants to get in touch and to go up another level, I will talk to them.
Okay, and I'll just let Carol tell you the website information where we can be, Carol, can you unmute and just say where we can be contacted? We have a Facebook page. Can you give us that information, Carol?
The Facebook page is BAME business community, I think. And the website is bamebusiness.club. So BAME business, all one word, .club. That's the website. It will also have the Twitter handle on the website, and also a link to the Facebook page as well. So that's your one-stop shop. It gives you details on membership, and you've got videos of past events when we used to meet face to face. Remember those days?
Yes.
So yes, so that is the website detail.
Okay, so anybody interested, they could just it will be, once we put this live, the video live, we'll also attach how we can be contacted, and also how you could contact the beautiful Melika. And we are now coming up to the hour, and I would love to end with some energy. And so, Carol, could you play one of our favorite songs? I think it's one of my favorites you've done, Melika.
My favorite.
And you know what? I would love to end this meeting with everybody unmuted and just
and on their feet.
Yes, and just rock into the songs of this, okay? So, Carol is rocking already.
Oh, of course. You don't need much to rock. Oh my God.
I know.
Calm her down.
Carol, we need to hear it. We can't hear it yet.
Hear it. You're having a party by yourself.
Can you hear it now?
Sing for us, Melika. So we end on a nice, and everybody, it's Saturday evening. You leave here feeling inspired.
Baby too.
This beautiful young lady has introduced us to her two beautiful talents, music and skincare. And do remember to support her as she moves forward in her way, as she grows.
Brilliant.
Go, Melika.
Go, Melika. Go, Melika.
Thank you very much. And let's give them.
Melika.
Oh, look at the children. How beautiful.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Let's give Melika a round of applause as we finish.
Hey, Carol.
Yeah, how beautiful. And I hope you've enjoyed us and continue to spread. Next week, we have another Zoom with a BAME member.
That may be, hold that thought.
Hold that thought, okay.
Through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can all shop at my website, www.maryk.co.uk/mqueely.
Once again, Melika, once again.
Melika, well done.
www.maryk.co.uk/mqueely, MQUEELY.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And guys, if you see the video, can you share it onto your own platform?
We will. We will.
Bye, everyone.
Okay then. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Excellent.
Bill, I have a question for you.
Oh, let's turn this down. Carry on, Carol.
So not last week, the week before, I was on a Zoom for Youth International Day. I think it was about the 13th of August. And it was an American and Caribbean thing, because I don't think it's big over here, to be quite honest with you. And they wanted to meet up, link up with Black businesses here in the UK.
Okay.
So I wondered if it would be okay for me to send you, would need your email and information so I can pass it on to them.
Oh gosh. We can speak after the meeting.
Yeah.
If you wish. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Just to say as well, God willing, if COVID give you a little ease, by the 14th of November, you can all see that gorgeous, that's what I'm just saying, what everybody else is saying, gorgeous lady performing on the 14th for our little pre-Christmas BAME coming together.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Blessings, blessings,
Blessing.
And to
Okay.
you.
blessings all.
Oh, wow.
Name.
You
You got to the baby for me, haven't you? Have you?
Thank you all so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.